thing is about him. He has made the whole case about him. And that's why we can sit here to be asked a question about the advocate instead of being asked, how is the case going? Are you happy? We're not being asked about the case. I think he speaks loosely. You know, I've got chickens where I stay, in Polokwane. Hard body. If you want one, I can give you. Mleqwa. Even if they steal those chickens of mine, I will not call Advocate Teffo to represent me. Never. There is no skill at all. There is no decorum at all. He has got no respect for the bench at all. And he deserves no title of an advocate. I hope he doesn't belong to any bar, because if there is any bar, it must take action on him. How does a lawyer, Floyd, say in court this fucked up situation? A lawyer. Or trial. He undermines all of us, actually.
Okay. Grand opening. Advocate Teffo, thank you very much for joining us. How are you, sir?
I'm fine very much. I'm fine, Nkululeko.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us. How do you respond to that? This is Julius Malema, the leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, at a press conference talking about your conduct in court. How do you respond to this?
Yes, my response to Julius. Julius is Julius, man. I don't think there is anyone in this country who trusts Julius. He himself, he once said there is no permanent friend in the politics. Today, Nkululeko is your friend. Tomorrow it can be your worst enemy. So I've got a very strong view with the powerful people in the politics, and then as much as the people in the media, you see. So I believe they belong to the cult. Because especially in the media, they think that they can build you and they can destroy you at will. See, so this issue of Malema, when I was arrested, I think a day or two after my arrest at court, he was so furious. He was my 120% supporter, to extent that he lambasted ANC. Actually, he pointed this to the ANC making, because he said when Advocate Teffo was about to make a breakthrough so that the whole world can know what happened, then he was arrested. And he said he never see such a thing. Indeed, I can say even myself, no matter how difficult or how painful it might have been, I broke the Guinness Book of Record, because I'll be the first person, first lawyer, first advocate who was ever arrested in court by the state. You see,
in the whole world?
In the whole world. Since that thing happened, because the intention was all about to humiliate me, and then little did they know is that will put me on the map. Today, I've got the people that contacted me as far as Canada, USA, and down under, Australia. Then they want to know about me. Why such thing has ever happened. They say, not even in the state or the country where the rulers or the leader is a dictator. Such has never happened. We don't go far. Let's go just to go to Zimbabwe. I think you remember during the time of Mugabe, there was this guy, the lawyer. I forgot his name. He was harassed. He was arrested left, right, center. But they never went to arrest that guy at court. They've arrested him at his own place, or they'll rather go to his practice, but not at court. Because the court, Mugabe himself, you'll understand this thing of separation of power.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, once you arrest a lawyer while he's attending to the certain case, in terms of a law, will say that trial will be affected. Instead, will say the purity of the trial is in question because that is intimidation.
Yes.
There will be no fair trial. So in South Africa, we've got the Section 35, subsection 3, the fair trial of the Constitution. So what has happened there when I was arrested on the 28th of April, the intention was to make sure that I become scared and even my client become so skeptical about my situation to say, look, with this guy, it seems as if the things, we're not safe. You see, we'd rather find a new lawyer. It's what these people were intending to get. They wanted me out of that case. But now, little did they know is that I become more resolute after I was arrested. Actually, after my arrest, in the next appearance, that's where I could have announced my withdrawal.
Yeah.
Yes, but I didn't do that. You see, I was waiting for the judge himself to announce this or to complain about this in the open court. To say, now, why did that thing happen in my court? Because like I'm saying, that it doesn't matter. Whether you are the opponent, you are the lawyer representing the accused. The accused might have been caused or committed a very heinous crime. Maybe even if they've killed the president, they've got the right to be represented. And they've got the right to have their lawyer to be protected. And their rights be protected. Because our law, the rule of law in this country is that we've got the so-called presumption of innocent. Everyone presumed innocent until found guilty by the court of law.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I just please stop you there? I'm so sorry. So we will get to all of the other things that happened. I played this clip deliberately because I know it trended. A lot of people were talking about it. Everyone seemingly is taking a shot at you regarding your conduct. You said something about the cult. What do you mean by that in your response to Julius Malema? What does that mean? What is a cult?
Yes. All right. The way I was still on the issue of the trust. Malema saying that I hear that people saying that I'm a populist. I was admitted as an advocate on the 5th of January 2009. So this year I'm 12 years as an advocate. Yes, and then I qualified to be a senior counsel. Nonetheless, I'm still a junior counsel. In my second year as a practicing lawyer, I've done the constitutional court matter, but it was in the labor, because I'm a specialist of the labor actually. Yes, so somebody you've been able to return to work after 10 years. That person was a superintendent at the Mountain Hospital, Mr. Baloi. I do have that judgment of the Constitutional Court, whereby it was in a majority of 10 judges in my favor, written by the former Deputy Justice Musaneke, and it was read by Sisi Khambembe. So I've got all the gurus in the Constitutional Court who were in favor. The only dissenting judge were two, Judge Cameroon and the other judge who was acting, Justice Mpahlele. Only two. They said, no, if it was according to us, you wouldn't win this case. But the 10, they are supporting me. So now, back to Malema. I answered this previously. I said, look, at school, I did history. You see, when I was in the so-called grade 10 nowadays, in my time it was from 3. Because before I...
Umdala advocacy.
So now, because the reason I dropped the maths in grade 10 is because when I'm given the homework every time, I will do the maths. I come right with the steps. Then I tell myself, no, I'm doing the right thing. But tomorrow, when you have to correct the maths, my answer are not similar to the one that the teacher has to give. Then every time I have to make a corrections with the maths, you see.
Yeah.
Then I realize, no, look, they often say the wise man changes his mind. Then that's when I realized, no, it's a time now in grade 10 to change my mind, leave the maths and take history. Yeah, so, and then I became very good in history. I was even teaching other students, yeah, you see. So that's why today I'm a lawyer. Because the history is a good foundation to be a lawyer. Because as a lawyer, what matters is the dates. That's why I'm so good in remembering the dates. Even at court, what happened on this date, what happened, whatever, you see. So now we all know that we've been made aware that Julius Malema was doing a woodwork at school, and he was not performing well. And I don't understand why he didn't change. If he's wise, he could have changed. He said, realizing that woodwork, as much as people may think it's so easy, but to me it's not easy. Let me change. Maybe if you could have done BIPS, you know that subject called BIPS.
No, what is BIPS?
Biology.
The biology.
No, not biology. Bible study. Yeah, you could have done Bible study. Yeah, to change it, and then maybe today you could have been a better person. So
does it not have higher education qualification? I think at some point he pursued that. He has a degree or something like that.
It's a degree in politics.
Yeah, so he redeemed himself. If what you are implying is that he was dribbled by woodwork, I'm saying that as he grew older and he matured, he redeemed himself to a point where he became a graduate.
Yeah, for that purpose, yes, and for the sake of his status now as the leader of this political party, fighters. Yes, you see. But anyway, the stream that he followed at the high school level wouldn't give him any other alternative except just to follow the politics. You know, the politics, they don't have the principle, you see. So politics are politics. There's no principle there. And then, unlike myself who did the law. So for him to say...
you would not even represent his chickens. That's how bad you are. That's how bad you are.
That's how bad
to him.
I'm actually, bad is understatement. According to what you say.
You are horrible.
No, horrible. Horribly horrible. I'm horribly horrible.
Sorry.
You see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has made 399 degrees Celsius turnabout. From that time, after my arrest, backing me, supporting me, and now I'm this horrible person. So you'll ask yourself, why previously did he believe that Teffo can do the right thing? What things change? What changed? When? Because I'm not counting, like, all right, the thing happened when? 28th of April. Now we are in July.
Yeah.
See, so hardly 3 months full. Hardly. I'm this horrible person who cannot even represent his chicken feet when they are stolen. You cannot even desire me to come there. You see. So, so the thing of the law, it's the law has got its own dynamics. You see? Yeah.
Can I interject by saying that let's apply our minds to the scenario. Is it not possible that he could have found you being arrested in court disgusting? Like we all were. We all were disgusted that you were arrested in court. We saw it as harassment. We saw it as silencing. But at the same time, weeks unfolded so that then he could see your conduct in court, and now he's commenting on the conduct. It's not that he was on your side when you were arrested and harassed in court. He was sympathizing with it because we all saw it as deplorable. It should not have happened. Like you were saying, Guinness Book of Records doesn't happen anywhere else in the world. But then we allow matters to unfold in court, we observe you in court, and we form our opinions based on that. Because it substantiates Uguti, you said something, it's a fucking stupid case, whatever you said in court, like you said an F word It's a fucked up situation, whatever you said in court.
Yeah.
So those two things can exist at the same time, that he sympathized with you when you were being harassed, and we all saw that. And as weeks went on, you gave us evidence to change our minds about you. I'm posing that as a scenario. Can one person not hold those two views at the same time? Because you said yourself that a wise man knows how to change their mind. And I think that quote extends to, some people say, on the basis or in front of new evidence, a wise man changes their mind.
Yeah. Yes. No, I hear you. But let me tell you, there is no guarantee for, or there is nothing that warrant or justify is a turning point or turning of events for him to can say today, I don't even deserve the title of advocate because of my conduct. I've been saying in my previous spaces where I've been in terms of the interviews, yes. You say, okay. Firstly, let me say this. My philosophy of life is that you cannot break me if you didn't make me. See, because you don't know the kind of the material I'm made up with. You see, I'm made up with a sterner material. I'm not easy broken. I've got a thick skin. That's how I define myself. See, in court of law, a law or being a lawyer is not court is not a place for the faint-hearted people. It's not an easy place to be there. And it's not easy when you are desiring a certain relief for your client. You have to convince the judge. And it's not easy. It will take you a lot of time, preparation, the research, and all those things, you see. So, from the outside, from the person on the gallery there, everything is easy. And this matter, remember, this matter is one of those matters that it's got both national and international public interest. You see, they've been waiting for this. Many people, they've been asking themselves about this scenario, you see. But now, back to Julius. I've been saying, if there's anyone who can come and challenge me, I say, this conduct, and be specific, this conduct is wrong. You are unethical the way you've been conducting yourself before the court. I'll remember that. I don't even...
Did you use the F word in court?
I don't even remembering the F word until the judge, if you did see that scenario.
Yeah, I was watching a lot of the case.
Yes. And it was in the morning when we started the case. Say, no, there has been some unsavory word that have been used, and then this word, we should be careful of how we apply. We choose a word in this court. By that time, I was standing, and the judge was talking to me. But it's not like I was standing and he asked me to stand up so that he can tell me this. It was my turn to make some submission. Then the judge and then bring that to my attention. You see, like I remember very well when it was during the cross-examination. Then I said, okay, because the witness there was like, he want to be like steadfast to say, no, look, therefore you can say whatever you want to say. I'm not going to move on this point. You see? So that scenario was not tempered. You see? And then I said, all right. But now I said, I remember even my misdemeanor. All right, what is the relevant word? That's when I talk about the F word.
What did you say
You see,
exactly?
I lacked.
What did you say exactly? This is digital media.
Okay.
No one is going
Yes.
to judge you.
Yeah. I mean.
It's YouTube.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Yeah. That the way, the intensity.
What did you say exactly?
Fucken. Fucken. You see, I mean, when the person comes to that situation, it means that this person intensely is saying that.
Yeah.
Chief,
Sorry,
you
let
know
me just fix your mic. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. He said, no, Mr. Witness, you really, even in the heart of your hearts, you know what you are saying. You just say you don't want to move, but you are protecting something here. You see? Hence, it led to that F word, you see. So when the judge was saying, no, let's, remember in law, they say, we the lawyers, we are artists when it comes to the language. You see? So that is the side of the, they say the law is a science of mind. And as a lawyers, we are artists. We should make sure that we are good in crafting our own speech. Make a certain way, because the legal language is not common, and it's not for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So, yeah, that is that.
All right. Just a parting shot on Malema, because I think we're spending too much time on that. What's your official response to that? Like, were you repelled by it? Did it affect you? Were people calling you about his statements? Or it's just you brush it off? You have a thick skin, you've been through this before, you don't care for his words?
Yeah, no, somebody did phone me. Where was I? One of the advocates, he said, hey, you are on attack here. On attack, yeah, what's happening? I said, no, Julius Malema is attacking you. No, for what now? For you to have withdrawn. I said, okay, no, it's fine. I'm busy here, engaged on something. Then I will check it later. Yes. And indeed, I think I looked it after 2 days, I think so, when I get on the YouTube. Then I saw it. Then, okay. No, I was laughing.
Oh, okay.
I was laughing. It didn't even
You were not
have
overly
an impact
offended.
on me.
Yeah.
So I just consider Julius Malema being, being humorous. To me, I consider it to be a sense of humor. Yeah, so I never took anything like to my heart. I just said, look, Julius is Julius. Julius has done a woodwork at school and he was not doing well. And then myself, when I realized that I was not doing well in maths, I changed the maths to the history. That's why I'm a lawyer today. And then Julius kept on a woodwork. That's why Julius is a politician today. You see? Yeah. So, but now, I know, I'm not worried. From my home, background, we are the PAC people, we are the PAC people.
You are a Pan-Africanist.
I'm Pan-Africanist.
Okay, nice one.
Yes.
Welcome.
So, thank you.
Welcome. You are in a home of another Pan-Africanist.
Sure, Africa.
Isolate.
Aiboye.
Yeah, Africa.
Yeah. So, African, they know how to sympathize. They are not easily offended people. They are survivors. So, hence, the issue of Malema, it was one of those moments. And again, I said, anyway, don't blame Malema that much because he was asked the question by the journalist.
Yeah.
You see? This journalist, that was a presser for EFF.
EFF specifically. Yeah.
Yes. And for Malema to address whatever issues that he wanted to address. And he did address all these issues which were relevant according to him, that were affecting him as a party or his party for the growth or whatever reasons. You see, the issue, the case of Senzo Meiwa, or the case of Advocate Teffo representing these four guys, purporting to be the people who killed our late hero, it's got nothing to do with the Malema's presser. So I wouldn't understand what was the relevancy of that question. To say, no, Mr. Malema, What you say about Advocate Teffo having withdrawn from the case of Senzo Meyiwa? That's where Malema came with that ranting. I call it ranting, but it has no impact on me. So he knows very well that I'm not representing the people whose chickens are stolen. I take a very serious cases, you see. So I'm a specialist in labor matter. The matter, labor is not every lawyer. Let me say specifically African lawyers. Most of them, they are in a criminal matter. See, me doing the criminal, I don't take a criminal as something that I should specialize with. I was in the police for 19 years. I've been in all the unit. I was an investigating officer. I was detective. So I've done when I was studying my law. Remember, I studied my law while I was in the police and full time with the University of Johannesburg. Yes. So it was not easy. And in my law degree, I did a research. So the research is the best course or the best method that you can do, because once you've got the research, things will be easy for you. Yes. So when you prepare your case and all those things, you see. So you can wake me up at any time of the night, say, hey, Teffo, there's a problem here. I need you to come and represent me in this criminal matter. I'll just only make sure that I wash my hands and my face and everything, then I rope, I go, and we are going to succeed.
All right.
I normally say, I don't go to court to win the case, because the court is not a soccer field. I go to court to do my best to represent my client, because at the court, what wins is not a person winning, it's a justice that's win. You see, I go there to represent my client to make sure that there's a justice. Yes. Whoever goes to court saying, I'm going to win, then that person is in the wrong career. That person rather change the career and go and join Orlando Pirates or Chiefs. Then they can win there. Yeah, so in court, it's not a place where people win.
Yeah, I'm interested in talking about your career. We'll do that. We have enough time to talk about that, because I want to understand at what point do you transition from being in the police system to you being an advocate or a lawyer. But we'll get there. I think things of public interest now. We've dealt with the first one of Julius Malema, your response to that. The second one perhaps is about the case. I know it's still sub judice, so it's still ongoing. You don't want to say anything that jeopardizes your former clients' chances in court.
Yeah.
But when did this case land on your lap? What happened? Where were you? Which year was it? Who called you? Because